Hello, Rita here. Welcome to New Nail Tech Success, where I help you get started as a nail technician to create a business that you love and that is financially rewarding, and that is my goal as well. Hopefully, you're doing as good as I am today. So, you guys, just want to go ahead and get right into this. Recently, the nail groups that I am in were heated because someone who was part of one of the groups reported to the Facebook online complaint department that there were nail techs, stylish, lash people who were unlicensed that were advertising for clients. And this person wanted to report them, and they also stated that they were upset that Facebook wasn't doing more to prevent this kind of things from happening. So this was posted, I'm in like maybe 4 or 5 nail groups. This was posted in like all of them. And of course, the comments were just lit. People were outraged, and some people were actually agreeing with what this person did. So yeah, and I just wanted to come on and just do my response here because this is my platform here, and offer a solution to what I see is actually the problem is. Now, to be clear, self-taught does not mean unlicensed. We're all self-taught. If you don't know, school only teaches you just enough to pass state boards. And I'll keep repeating it until people know, so they're not caught off guard and, feel like they were cheated like I felt because they didn't learn what they thought they were going to learn. But anyway, yeah, school only teaches you the basics. So we're all self-taught, sharing what we know and learning from others. Okay. Problem is unlicensed nail techs who are charging people. This is illegal in every state. Used to be Connecticut did not require any type of license. They were the only state. As of January 1st, 2021, you need to have licensing from the Connecticut State Board of Cosmetology. So if you are going to charge people, you must have a license. Otherwise, you're doing it illegally. Okay, got that out the way. So the responses were, for and against this whistleblower. Those that were against what this person did stated that the person was evil, heartless, cruel, that this person needed to mind their own business. It wasn't affecting them. Why did they care? This person was probably jealous because these people were, doing better client-wise, business-wise than they were. And, honestly, that they should just mind their business. So, and then in regards to school, a lot of those that were against what this person did stated that, number one, school is not affordable. The prices for school is just really ridiculous. Who can afford it? Number two, school, the hours that they want you to attend school, everybody can't do it, especially if you work a day job. And most schools have primarily daytime hours. Some may have evening hours, but then again, it still has to work with your schedule. And if you're a single parent who has to rely on daycare, that makes it even more challenging. And then some schools aren't even nearby. And then they also stated that, since school only teaches you the basic, there's no point in going. You can learn everything on your own, and that those that are self-taught usually do better work than those that are licensed. Also, they stated it's just nails. Stop overreacting. If people accept the risk, then it's okay. So those were the things that those that were against what this person did said. I try to do a general consensus of what was said. Now, on the other hand, those that were for what this person did, the number one thing that was stated was, it's not fair that you're doing this without a license, because we had to find a way to pay for school and attend school. You need to do the same thing. You are taking away from clients that we could have as legitimate licensed nail techs. And as far as school goes, the consensus was it doesn't matter. You find a way to buy whatever you want to get So if school is a priority and you want to do this, then you'll find a way. Otherwise, don't do it. You know, and you need school because you need to learn sanitation, disinfection, nail disorders and diseases to keep the public safe. This is what you learn at nail school. It's not just about doing pretty nails and art designs. This is what you need to learn in school because this is how infections come about because you don't know this information. Now on the flip, those that were against what this lady did say that us licensed nail techs, we give infections too, and that's true. However, if we do this and we are found liable, then we are eligible for insurance to protect us against malpractice if we are ever sued. So that was the biggest thing in regards to that. All right, so those are both sides of the whole argument, you know, those that were for and those that were against. Now, my thoughts, my response. I definitely wouldn't have took my time out to do what this person did. I don't have the inclination or desire to police what other people are doing in the nail community or in the world at large. That's not my job. We have law enforcement for that. So I wouldn't have did it. This person felt like they were, you know, doing something helpful. I'm not going to say that they were or not. That's just what they felt led to do. But in this regards where people are doing things illegally, people are always going to do things illegally. That's just it. You're going to have people that's going to think that they're above the law and can get away with it. There's nothing you can do about that. It's going to always be. Now, I'm not for doing nails illegally or doing anything illegally, but in this case, nails. But my thing was, the first thing was, why are you telling your business on social media that you're unlicensed, that you're taking clients and what your prices are? You're giving everything to be used against you. And if I didn't say this earlier, this person actually listed the actual names of about 20 people to give the Facebook complaint department a head start on who they need to start investigating. So yeah. And my thing is, what if somebody from state board is watching and just looking, you know, and lurking? What if somebody from the IRS was looking and searching and you're putting all what you're doing on Facebook? I don't get it. That's my little gripe against putting your stuff out on Facebook. I'm against it. But anyway, now in regards to the whole school issue, all the reasons that the people that were against what this person did about in regards to school, I totally agree, and these reasons are very legitimate. I actually had to go through some of these obstacles and challenges to get my nail license, and honestly, it needs to be a better way for us to obtain licensing. With that being said, it doesn't change the fact that to be a professional nail tech who charges individuals, you have to go to school and get your license. You know, that's just it. It's no way around it. And I empathize and I have compassion for those who really want to go to school, and you know, they've looked into it and it's just a no-go for what they have going on in their life right now. But I do have a video, if you're in this boat, that's called I Can't Afford to Go to Nail School, to give you some encouragement, because even though it seems like impossible, it's possible, because where there's a will, there's a way, and that will be in the description box. And I just want to address those that said, you know, that we're tripping. Those that have license are tripping against those that are self-taught unlicensed, because it's just nails. And if people accept the risk, it's okay. Man, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. People will say that now. They're coming to you guys unlicensed, who are unlicensed, because you may be cheaper. You know, you do, and I'm not going to take anything away from you. You may do excellent work, and so it's a win-win situation. But if something happens, and I hope it doesn't, those same people who were cool with it are not going to be cool with it if you cause them some type of injury and they have to pay or suffer some type of pain or loss because of what you did or did not do. They're going to want some justice. And you can't use a defense where they were okay with it and they knew I wasn't licensed. That may fly, it may not. Think about the people who were doing those fake butt injections. Those people knew that those people weren't doctors. They knew that. But there are people right now that serving time that were found guilty for doing this. It's not that extreme in the nail community, but it's still just the same premise. And if you are found liable, you could be fined. You could be banned from getting your license in the future. I mean, they could even take future, or they may let you get your license, but they may take future your earnings. They may garnish you for, doing this when you were illegal. These are just some of the things that you set yourself up for when you do this illegally. And you cannot say, well, I didn't know. Ignorance is no excuse for the law. If you don't know what that means, it means just because you didn't know, it's not an excuse for not following the law. I've tried that several times with tickets. It never flies. They say, oh, you didn't know. Well, you don't now. Okay, you can pay that ticket in person, or you can call over the phone and make the payment. Don't care. So, and if that person and if you're found guilty, and if it goes this far, you may have to pay that person's medical bills. So, it's just not worth the risk. Also, let's get off of unlicensed self-taught nail techs and talk about licensed nail techs who are doing nails out of their house or apartment, and they're not set up the way they're supposed to be set up to do that out of their home. Now, don't know about other states, but I know in Ohio, in order to do it, you have to have a separate entrance. You have to have another bathroom facility. It's just certain requirements before you can actually, do nails out of your home. So that's illegal too. Okay, so I just wanted to make that point. If you decide to do nails illegally, just be willing to accept the risk, and don't blame anyone because you decided that, what, screw it, I'm gonna do it anyway. I gotta get mine. Just suck it up and take ownership and responsibility that you knew what you were doing and you got caught. But I just hope that you're not out there doing it. There's another way. And speaking of another way, I am a person that likes to be solution oriented. If I present a problem to you, then I'm going to be the type of person to say, okay, now what can we do to fix this? The real problem boils down to those who have a real desire to do this legitimately, but can't go to school for whatever reason. And so they feel like, you know what, I'm going to do what I have to do to get my money. And somebody did state, in this pandemic where we're still not stabilized, this could be the only money that somebody has, coming in. And my answer to that is, number one, here we go. You're going to have to find another income to bring in money. Go get a job or do something to bring in another income until you can do this legally. Stop charging if you're charging. And then go ahead and do your own research. That's number two. Don't go by what nobody else says about what you need or what the school is saying that you have to do and how much it costs. Don't get secondhand information. Go ahead to the school that's near you and get it directly. Tell them your situation. They may actually work with you. And then once you get that information, the actual cost, the number of hours, and this, that, and the other, then you have an understanding of what you need to do, how you need to set your life up so that you can go ahead and make this happen. And also, before I go on, I'll have in the description box a link to the questions that you need to ask nail school so that you can go ahead and be able to make a plan on how you will attend. These are a list of questions that you can ask them so that you can be informed. Okay, so once you get the real information from the school, then you analyze what is going on in your life. Okay, what is stopping you from being able to meet the requirements that the school is asking you to meet? And then start to brainstorm. Okay, think of ways that you can go around that or get that, get what you need. Who can help you? Okay, is there any type of outside funding, grants that you can apply for being a single mother? And as far as money goes, you got income taxes if you have children, especially this year, you got the extra child tax credit. Once you make your list of the obstacles that you face, then start with the easiest one to work on to solve. Complete that, go on to the next thing, and complete that. You know, use what you got. Be creative to get what you want. Think about in times in your life when you really wanted something, you found a way to make it happen. It's the same thing. This is actually called goal setting. And I'm going to do another video, I believe, on goal setting, because goal setting takes our dreams and breaks them down into everyday things that we can do to make them happen. All right, so guys, be encouraged. And for those of you that really want to do this and do this legitimately, where there's a will, there is a way. You just have to be persistent and be determined and not give up. Okay? Just because you can't do it tomorrow and the next day, there's a lot of other things that you can do to prepare to do this. You know, keep practicing, using YouTube, use your family and friends. Don't charge them. You can ask them, hey, I need donations. And then open that up to other people. Let them know I'm practicing. I'm not charging you, but I'm taking donations for, for me to go to school. You know what? I'm going to do a whole nother video on ways that you can go ahead and make money and fund school and just fund your nail goals as well, because to be in this industry, it takes a lot of money up front coming from you that you have to invest, that you more than likely don't have, because I didn't have it. But we have to be creative. That's what we are. We're creative individuals, or we wouldn't be in this field. All right. So I hope I gave those of you who are in this situation, who may have been charging, stop charging again, and stick with this channel, because we're going straight to the top. I'm in it to win it now. I'm focused, and I want you to be right there with me. We're creating a legitimate nail business that we love, and that is financially rewarding, and that is legal. Okay, so we can be doing our thing without having to look over our shoulders, because we're doing something wrong. All right, guys, until next time, take care.